tomorrow. So there's that. 8:29, 7-day forecast en route. But first, we have Dr. Jerry Migler from the Dakota College of Botany. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
And, 2018 is almost done. We are just a few short days away from starting a brand new year. And that will pretty much mark the middle of the academic school year at Dakota College of Botany. Correct?
Yes, it will. We look at the middle of August through the middle of May. Mm-hmm. And so we're at that halfway point.
The halfway point, which is a good time to maybe, I don't know, do a little reflecting back on the year that was. It was a great year.
It has been. We're really pleased with the start of the year. We've shared the story, but one indicator, it's not the major indicator, but we look at what our enrollment numbers tell us. And this was a record year for Dakota College at Botany. Four away from 1,000 students. So that sets the target for next year.
Right.
To break that milestone. I don't know that there's anything that I would say is a major. What's that for going to mean? It's just psychologically.
Of course.
It's a major milestone for us. So
right.
That's our target for enrollment numbers for next year. We're working hard on that, and even though it's a long ways away, we track those numbers, and things are encouraging. So we're looking forward to that. One other interesting piece as part of that, we get asked the question. So, where do those numbers come from? And it's not just one thing, as we've shared in the past. It's a combination, but one of the major programs that we have now is our nursing program. Interestingly, we are 90 full-time students.
Wow.
And we are a partner in the Dakota Nursing Program. So that's Williston State, Bismarck State, Lake Region State, and Dakota College at Botany.
Okay.
And out of the four colleges, we're the second largest in terms of enrollment within those. So that's pretty significant for a small college like ours.
That is. And speaking of, it's a 2-year school.
Yes.
And which is a perfect place to kick off your secondary education from high school. And as we've noted, 996 students would agree. And again, hoping to raise that, to get past that ceiling of 1,000 people, the 4 digits right there. This is also recognized on a national level as being one of the most affordable 2-year colleges in the entire nation.
Yeah, that's recognition. I think we're going on our 3rd year for that.
That's awesome.
There's an organization nationally, SR Education Group, that tracks. You have to have a certain number of programs, and there's a minimum of 10, and we have 23 online programs.
Great.
Which is, again, very significant for a college our size. You have to be accredited. We're accredited by the Higher Learning Commission, one of the largest accreditors in the country. And then they look at affordability and some other types of issues, and we typically are in the top 15 or so across the country. Again, it's nice to have that recognition. I think it speaks to the work that's been done to build that strong online platform for us.
Which is a huge deal because of the whole fact that you're looking at the possibility of getting students from all over the world at that point.
Exactly.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've been listening to the ads that Radio Rick has done for y'all, and it's nice to have the testimonials from some of the students that come in here. But he talks about something called the LEAP program, and I'm not quite sure I'm apropos of what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not quite sure I'm totally understanding of what that is.
I'll try to add a little bit of clarity to that.
70 minutes to get to that word, doggone it.
Because it is something, it's something a bit unique. We're the only ones in the state of North Dakota that offer something like the LEAP program. We know we're onto something when some of the other colleges are asking us tell us about your LEAP program, because they'd like to do it as well. Essentially, it's this. It's for what are called dual credit students that they're still in high school and they're taking college level courses. And in the past, our approach, like most of the colleges in the state, has been, well, here's some courses that we have that are available. They're all transferable, meaning that if you take college algebra, you take speech, those are courses that will count towards your general education requirements at any of the colleges and universities at the state. But what we haven't done is ask the students to think about, if you were to take 24 of those, you could complete a certificate of college studies, and you're going to have almost a year of a college education under your belt by the time you graduate from high school. So it's leading to education and advanced preparation. We have to come up with the acronym.
Sure.
So it's the LEAP. because it actually gives you a jump start towards your college education. And like I said, we're the only ones in the state that are doing that. We started it last fall. We have about 20 students. I anticipate over the next few years we'll even double that, because it's just a great program. If you can get that kind of a head start on college, as we say, not only do you have a year under your belt, you have the possibilities of graduating a year early. So we say it's a $50,000 decision. Give you a jump start.
Sure. And again, as we've talked about before, the transferability is so easy in the States. And I don't know, I'll go out on a limb and say this. I'm going to guess that there are other states that have looked at what North Dakota has done, and they are looking at doing that themselves.
Yeah, I do have to give North Dakota a lot of credit. They've been a pioneer in looking at a transferability, and it's one of the advantages of having a smaller system.
Sure.
Having been in other places, we would have loved to have what North Dakota already has in place. So that's a real benefit for students in North Dakota, and this is just another way to take advantage of that.
Okay, all right, and on a like a scholarship level, the Dakota College of Botany continues to get some major grants too, don't they?
Yes, we do. We have we're a bit unique among the two-year schools is that we have a full-time grant writer position because those dollars, that additional funding that we can secure above and beyond appropriations and tuition is becoming increasingly important. And just most recently, we received a grant from the USDA, Department of Agriculture, that goes towards our Entrepreneurial Center for Horticulture. And we have a unique focus with our horticulture center in that we provide technical assistance. We have through this grant, have awarded us about $300,000 to work with farmers markets in the state of North Dakota. And there are about 50 of them. And the intent of the grant is for us to provide the technical assistance for their vendors, to the markets themselves, so how they can do a better job of promotion and make it an even bigger part of their local communities. And it says a lot about the fact and the expertise that we have here at Dakota College in Botany, that we will be the statewide resource for the farmers markets through the USDA.
Which is a big deal. Yeah, honestly, yeah. In the state of North Dakota, that is a big deal.
It is.
It really is. And so that makes for a wonderfully awesome 2018. What's coming up?
Well, we're excited about launching our new ag program. As we've looked at the market, it's no secret. It's probably a surprise that we haven't had anything in agriculture. We've had a horticulture program, aquaponics, specialty crops, but we've decided to expand that. We'll be launching a 2-year agriculture program that really supports our traditional crop production, livestock production, enterprises in the north central part of the state. So we're working on that. It'll be a partnership with Lake Region State College, and they'll focus more on the what I call the agronomic side, the crop production, precision ag. Williston is bringing their expertise in livestock production. And then on our side, we're going to be looking at the production records because we have 3 full-time farm management instructors. We have expertise there. So we'll look at more of the production or the record keeping, accounting, economic side of things. So we'll bring all of that together starting next fall. And we've got final approval for the program earlier this month at the state board. Okay, and also the Nelson Science Center, you're renovating that too? Yeah, we're looking forward to completing that. We have a phase 2 part of that project. It depends on some legislative funding, so we're working with our legislators and sharing the word. And hopefully with the upcoming legislative session, there will be some funds that will be appropriated. It will finish off our science labs in the Nelson Science Center, and that'll bring that building pretty much up to new specifications when that's done. And then the other facility project that we're excited about is we're going to be requesting permission to sell revenue bonds so we can build a new dining center on campus. It'll be attached to our existing student center. but we'll need legislative permission in order to do that. But so we're working on that. So a lot of exciting things in the works.
Right, a lot of great things in the past, but looking forward to it. And I think that agricultural program, that should give you at least 4, which should push you over 1,000. I think that's something to look forward to.
We'll be checking that.
Oh yeah, right. Then check it out and check the numbers. And I think it's coming. I really do. So, anything else you'd like to add?
No, I think we've covered the major things.
All right.
So it'll be we're gearing up for the second semester, and as always, it's a busy time. Even though classes aren't in session, a lot of work being done to get ready for spring.
2018 part 2 of the school year. So 2019 is on the way, and I hope you had a great Christmas.
I did.
And to everybody out there listening, hope you all did too, and a very happy new year. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. You bet. Indeed. 8:40 is the time. We have our 7-day forecast en route.